Hey everyone, the Talking Dads podcast is brought to you by Little Scholars Early Learning Center. Whether your family needs infant care, a preschool program, or before and after school care, Little Scholars' highly rated Step Up to Quality programs provide quality early childhood education at an affordable price. Visit www.littlescholars.net to get in contact with an enrollment specialist and schedule a tour of any of their 5 Lake County campuses. Here's the deal. Talking Dads fans are getting a little bonus. Mention that you heard about them through our podcast, and when you tour, and you'll receive $25 off of your registration fee. Again, that's Little Scholars Early Learning Center, where children learn, play, and grow together.
In a world where moms continue to dominate parenting authority and a father's role is minimized in society, 2 dads take on the toughest parenting topics on a weekly basis, all while drinking bourbon. They are the Talking Dads.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Talking Dads. I'm Ian.
And I'm Steve.
And this is episode number 35, coming to you from my basement.
Welcome.
Yeah, man, we just want to give a quick update, see what's going on. We are less than a week away from our trip.
Mm-hmm. Warm weather, here we come, hopefully, right?
Yeah, I mean, weather's looking good, so we've been talking about it a couple times. Last few podcasts, I feel like we've been kind of leading up to it.
Yeah.
Scottsdale, Waste Management Open.
Man.
It's going to be
so
great.
Excited. So excited. I've been looking it up.
Yeah.
Videos.
What are you excited about?
Well, excuse me. Very excited about the trip in general, getting away for a little bit. Warm weather, guys trip.
Yeah.
But the open, man, pretty excited about it.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'll say is, I don't know if I'll, so a lot of our plans, we're saying we got to wake up for, which day is that? The
Saturday, yeah.
In our plan, what's our new plan here? We said we're gonna be up at
I feel like we keep moving it back.
Yeah, well, naturally
or moving it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the problem. So if you don't know, hole 16 at TPC Scottsdale, it's like these grandstands, and it's a short par 3. Everyone goes absolutely nuts. The problem is there's only like 4,500 seats or something like that, and so you have to get there early and stay all day.
Yeah, and you got to get there. What time are you thinking? What time's our
all right, so
plan?
Here's the rundown.
Yeah, give us the rundown, because I know it's we have some prep work here.
Right, so here's the plan. We're going to get up around 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
And then we are going to shower up, whatever, try and get, we're only a half mile from the course.
Okay.
So we're going to try and get to the course by 4.
Okay.
So from 4 till they open the gates at 7, I guess we just hang out, probably booze a little.
So here's my question. How's the booze work there? You just buy booze there? Are people bringing their own booze?
Once it's open, you can't bring anything in.
Okay, but
from that 4 to 7, I feel like it's a free for all.
So is it like tailgating?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know if there's open container law.
We'll see what the kids are doing.
It's also going to be 4 a.m.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. We'll see where my motivation's at.
Yeah. Maybe we'll start with coffee.
You know what comes after coffee?
Well, that's true.
Maybe we should start the coffee at like 3:30.
Yeah. So then from 4 to 7, we do whatever, stay alive, get prepared. At 7 o'clock, once they open those gates, we literally have to sprint to the other side of the course, along with the other 5,000, 6,000 people that are going to be there ready to go.
Just going, start running, just come up pulled hammy, just calling for backup.
Just pointing at everyone in front. It's the fastest kid alive.
Such young kids going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Such great shape. We're going to be so out of breath halfway there.
For sure.
Just falling over.
So here's the fun part, though.
All right, let's hear it.
So 7 o'clock, the doors open. We sprint. Let's just say we get in. Golf doesn't even start till like 10. And then we're on hole 16, and it's already after the cut, so they're all the groups are going to start on 1.
So you gotta wait.
It'll be like
16.
1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock before anyone we see even any action.
All right. Well, let's see how it goes. We'll see how we do. I mean, like I could rally
Oh yeah.
in my 20s. 34. We'll see how it goes.
Here's the thing, dude. Tommy is fucking dedicated to this.
Oh, I know. I'm in the group text.
I know.
So we have that, and it's gonna be insane. Then I think I look forward to getting back and then just relaxing for a little bit. Is that sad to say?
Well, here's the thing, dude. So knowing that Saturday is going to be completely insane.
Yeah.
I am actually looking forward to like Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Kind of relaxing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, sure, we're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time.
We'll do some fun stuff, though. There's fun stuff to do, obviously. Hanging out.
Have a nice pool. It's going to be mid-70s.
Oh,
with the sun.
The sun. What's that?
I don't know.
Peeks out every now and then here.
Yeah.
It's okay. But, so, yeah, that's next week. We are a week out.
Yeah.
Well, we are. You're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm leaving on Tuesday.
So we'll get there Thursday morning.
Right.
And I can't not wait.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good time.
Awesome. So we'll have a good time out there. We're going to try to do maybe some Talking Dad stuff while we're
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
we'll see. We'll be throwing our stuff out
I just
there.
want to take a video of us running. So here's my perfect.
So much video.
My perfect scenario is that we are actually drinking for 3 hours prior to having to run.
I mean, I get winded running up the stairs.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. We're gonna be good. It's gonna
We'll
be
be
a lot of fun.
sporting Suburban Dad shirts.
Yes, sir. Suburban Dad.
Speaking of
Suburban Dad. Hats.
hats,
Hats.
should we unveil them?
Yeah, you should.
We should.
I turned mine around, but
Ready? Oh.
boom. New hats.
New hats. What's up?
Suburban Dads, Talking Dads hats. So
Yeah. So we got the most obnoxious orange that we could get, so that hopefully they'll be noticed while we're in Scottsdale.
Absolutely. And so our friends could find us if we get lost amongst the crowd when we all get split up because we're all so out of breath.
We should write our phone numbers on in the inside. If found, please return to.
Yeah. Put our friends' phone numbers on
Please
it.
find another dad.
I need an adult. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But that's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a good time, dude.
Do you have a hot tub at our place?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We have 2. There's 2 hot tubs. There's a saltwater heated pool. It's got a basketball hoop on it.
Okay.
Probably get some games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be really nice. The place has a nice grilling station.
Oh yeah.
So
So,
we'll
we
get
go
out there
grocery
and
shopping. Go
show
get
off
some
our dad
steaks.
skills.
Oh yeah, we'll be on the grill. We get some good video. You guys will see that.
Mm-hmm.
We will definitely.
Yeah, that'll be great. There's tons of good places to go out to eat. My parents live out there, obviously, so
you know your way around.
I know my way a little bit. I've found some good spots to hit.
So
we'll do all that, and I think we're gonna go on a nice hike.
Yeah, as long as we don't pull any hammies when we're running.
Right.
But maybe we should go on a hike before that.
I think we are. I think the
And
hike's
that's
on.
Super Bowl Sunday after that, so we got the Super Bowl.
Still haven't figured out where we're gonna watch the Super Bowl.
We'll see how we're feeling.
I've looked up
after
a couple places. Here's the thing: is our resort actually does a cool Super Bowl party thing.
Okay, well that could be awesome.
If
That's
we
an
want to
option.
just like relax and hang out, and
It's an option.
we're so old.
The worst part is like the fact that I'm like, oh, can't wait to just sit on a couch and watch TV when I'm in Arizona. There's so many things to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, not saying anything
the good
bad
thing
about being home around the kids, but every now and then it's good to get a vacation.
Yeah, absolutely. The good thing is there's TVs outside in Arizona.
Weird.
So
I mean, there's TVs outside in Ohio.
Well, right.
For a few months.
Yeah. But like now there is.
It's so great. I'm looking forward to it. Warm weather. Not looking forward to the long flight, but other than that, I'm fine.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
At least your guys is straight through.
True.
Mine's not.
Connection?
Yeah.
Oof.
Gotta stop in Denver with a kid.
Oh, yeah. So Ian is traveling with his daughter.
Yeah.
So that should be good.
Yeah.
You're going to have the iPad.
Oh, yeah.
So speaking of which, so let's get into that a little bit. So we have a trip coming up in April.
The big trip.
The big trip. We are going to Disney. So luckily it's a quick flight.
Yeah.
So traveling with kids.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't traveled with my kids since Sam was 6 months old, maybe a little bit older. And he was a little bit older than that. But anyway, that was easy. I feel like now you have to have your distractions. And I know you could give some advice on this.
Yeah.
And this could actually be a good dad hack.
Sure.
So maybe you could explain to us what you've done traveling, because I know you, like Chelsea, and you made like kits, like different things for them to do, keep them occupied.
So first of all, Chelsea made them. I can't take any credit for them.
I was trying to give you some credit.
I appreciate
Nobody
that.
else knows that.
I know.
But
I know.
if Chelsea's listening, then she'll be like, wow, really?
She's
that was
not
all
listening.
me. That's true. No chance.
No, yeah. So my wife does make these amazing kits, and she puts like, actually, this is kind of funny. So she puts like crafts and things like that. So like popsicle sticks and
Like pipe cleaners.
pipe cleaners. Here's the thing: TSA does not like pipe cleaners.
Understandable.
So like we had like a whole gallon-sized bag full of them, and like they had to check my bag like 3 times.
Did they let you take them on, or did they?
Yeah, they let us take them, but they're like, yeah, the scanners don't like the way because the metal in the pipe cleaners, it just looks like a bunch of wires.
Dude, I remember going on a flight to, we'll say Denver, and there was a woman sitting across from me, and she was knitting. I'm talking those big knitting needles.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about weapons?
Yeah, right.
Basically just carrying swords onto the plane with you. So
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean,
but
so
no,
that's a good.
The onboard kit is great. So like pipe cleaners, and she would do like those like strings with like a bunch of different beads.
Okay.
And you would think that kind of gets everywhere, but they have to focus enough that it's kind of slow, and it's not just, at least with my kids, who knows.
Oh, yeah.
But that's good. And then have a whole separate like lunchbox full of snacks. So pouches,
snacks is where it's at.
And like stuff that's kind of filling.
Yeah.
Because then they get like cozy and
I'm just gonna get
eventually pass out.
Carb load them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that really affects kids like it does me, but if I carb load,
I think it
fall
does.
asleep, man.
Maybe, I don't know.
And then obviously iPads, videos on that kind of stuff. Just any type of distraction to keep the kids occupied for that trip.
With Sloan, I'm pretty sure. So it's, I think, a 2.5 hour flight and then an hour flight, something like that.
Well, I mean, I guess it's good that it's broken up.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I guess
I've never really done a layover with my kids.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. So with Sam, when we traveled, it was just, he was young.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as we started taking off, we popped a bottle in his mouth. Popping bottle. Oh man. Wow, good one. So that way we were trying to like think of like his ears popping. So that way he's chugging down a bottle, and then he passed out the whole flight there.
Yeah.
Flight home, he was good, but flight home he was awake and kind of fussy, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that scares me. I think about, I've seen it, I've heard stories. You know, you have the kid that's just miserable. Yeah. Ears pop or something. There's just
it sucks. It makes everyone so frustrated.
That's what sucks. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are understanding, but if you're in the situation when you're the parent, you feel like everybody's looking at you, and you feel like, I'm the biggest asshole. Please, child, just be quiet. You know, I mean, it sucks. So I hope that everything goes fine. So we'll see.
Even if no one else around you cares and they're really understanding, you still feel like an asshole.
True. Nice thing about going to Disney, you fly into Orlando.
Right.
Majority of those people that are going there are with their kids going to Disney.
True.
Right?
100% true. Yep.
So
you feel less stressed on that.
Yeah. So that's fine. But
we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Another good hack for flying with kids is so we usually fly Southwest.
Okay. That's right. We got to figure out our flights.
And if you fly Southwest, just go straight to the back. You know, it's like choose your own seating.
Yeah.
I just go straight to the back with my kids.
Okay.
The bathroom's right there. And you're now making an attempt to not bother anyone else. And if you get stuck in the back, sorry.
Whatever.
It is what it is, right? And especially if you're flying with just one. So the last flight I took with Gibbs, I think it was back from Arizona. We took the back row. So it was just me and him. So I put him by the window and me on the aisle. And we were lucky enough that the flight wasn't completely full. Yeah. And no one sat between us. Like this lady was walking back and was like, "Oh, is that seat open?" And because she couldn't see Gibbs. And I'm like, "Yeah, it's open." And then she gets over, then she sees him. She just turns around.
She's like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not going to sit by a kid."
Boom.
Got plenty of room though.
So that wasn't bad.
I'm always looking around to see who's gonna sit. Like whenever I'm sitting in line, I'm like looking. I'm like, okay, who am I sitting next to?
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Hoping for that space. But anyway, I have to say something about flights. This goes for any flight. The thing that pisses me off more than anything is like when you're getting up to get off the flight.
Mm-hmm.
You have those people that are rushing.
I know what you're gonna say.
Rushing to get off the flight, rushing to get off the plane, and it's like, okay,
I gotta get my bag.
Okay, you know what? You could be the last person on the jet. You could go take a dump.
Yeah.
Be the very last person on there, and you're still gonna get to the baggage claim,
and wait,
and sit there and wait. So what's the point?
Right.
You get the people that are like pushing past everybody.
Oh yeah.
It's like, dude, just chill out.
Or they like, it's supposed to go like one row and then the other side, then the other side.
People
You know what I mean?
rushing
People
to
like
get
try and cut. Stop it.
It's like, what's the point?
Stop it.
So don't be that guy, please.
I'll put my screaming kid in your face.
I hate that guy or girl. I just stop.
Yeah, I agree.
Just stop.
I totally agree.
Because even if you're trying to get to a connection flight, you're not going to get your bag any sooner.
Right.
Okay. Fuck off.
Doesn't matter.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad I got
You
that off my chest. I feel better now.
All right, good.
I hope
Glad.
everybody hears that because don't do it.
Yeah, don't be that guy or girl.
I will spill my drink on you as you're rushing past me. Do I get a drink? I better have a drink.
Absolutely, you can have a drink.
All right, thanks.
Speaking of drinks.
Yeah, what are we drinking?
There you go. We are drinking Weller Special Reserve. I had a BT shirt on tonight, so I figured we might as well do something Buffalo Trace.
And we did.
And so this won't come out until we get there, so this is okay.
Okay.
My dad, who's also a big bourbon drinker, they can't get anything Weller out in Arizona.
This won't get up before you go?
No, I think it will.
Yeah, well, so don't say it. Do you think your dad will listen?
No. Maybe.
Proceed.
Whatever.
He'll be
so yeah,
surprised.
I found some of this today, which isn't typically too hard to find for us, but I don't know. It's been hard for a couple of months now.
That's what she said.
You might want to consult a doctor.
As soon as I
4 hours or 4 months. Shit. Yeah. All right. Well.
So anywho,
I love how you dragged it out like, hey, hit the freaking button, moron. I haven't done it in a while.
That's what she said.
anyways,
I'm on top of it.
That's what she said.
All right.
oh man,
Last one.
you're great.
Yeah. Thanks. I know.
Anyways, I scored a bottle of this, and to bring out to him. So
He will be very excited.
yeah, he'll be super excited. So I got this and the 107.
So,
actually,
is your dad going to come hang out with us? Or
Yeah, I
is he
think
gonna-
so.
Okay.
I don't know what his work schedule's like. It shouldn't be too incredibly busy.
Okay.
So yeah, he's gonna come hang out with us a little bit for sure.
I like it. I like it a lot. So we got that going on.
Yeah.
Other trip.
You know, I was gonna ask you.
I want to hear it.
Did you see? Well, I know you saw it because we posted it. But I need to talk about
Let's talk about it.
the dad that killed the coyote.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't that insane?
I thought about it a lot after I saw that article. And I'm like, you know what? I would have to do the same thing. Can you imagine how terrifying that would be? Those little bastards are mean.
Oh, they are.
So, I mean, you wouldn't expect a wild animal to ever try to come and attack anybody.
Right. Well, so here's the thing. So number one, it's mating season for coyotes.
Okay.
What's crazy is that this coyote was by itself.
Yeah, that's when it's crazy because it's
Yeah.
usually in packs, right?
Right.
So
When they're in packs, they kind of stick together and they, I don't know.
Here's the thing. I saw this video of someone posted. It was like, it's a quick little 3-second video. And it says like, oh, don't kill the coyotes, these poor little animals, whatever. And it shows this little girl in her house.
Mm-hmm.
And they have this big sliding door. And there's a coyote in the like up against the window, staring at the little girl. And she's like just standing there. And the thing is just pissed, just snarling, just like growling at her. And then it just starts biting at the window. It's smacking the window in its face. I'm like, yeah, those little bastards are mean.
Dude, they're insane. And they're overpopulated too, by the way.
Dude, you know where I live?
Yeah.
So my neighborhood is like, there's houses on top of houses.
Right.
And it's there's houses everywhere. It's just, there's no woods.
Right.
I have deer all over my neighborhood.
Yeah.
We've actually seen coyotes in my neighborhood.
Sure.
In that type of neighborhood,
Yeah.
there's like, I mean, it's insane.
It's crazy.
And like just picking off little dogs.
Yep.
And my dog's big,
Yeah.
but
still.
get a pack of those
Yeah.
things. If I
No
saw those in
shot.
the backyard, I'd be ripping their head. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that dad, good for him. I guess
So-
what they said was the coyote attacked it was a 2-year-old, right?
Right.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
So it grabbed
Grabbed
him,
his like
his hoodie,
backpack or his
started
jacket.
pulling him away.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
So
Well, apparently that coyote too, or there was a coyote in that area that had attacked like 3 or 4 other people. Attacked a car, and like their DNR or whatever said that it's most likely the same coyote, like all on that day.
So I mean, did it have rabies or did it
Well,
just
they were
what it is?
testing. I didn't see an updated.
I mean, just the fact that those things are running
crazy.
around everywhere.
It's insane.
I've seen them. I mean, I've seen them cross the road over here. Like,
Sure, me
almost
too.
ran one over, and they're
Yeah.
just. I mean, they're little crazy little bastards. But anyway, yeah, they're overpopulated. They're just and they're mean, and they just scary.
Yeah,
So,
it's
I mean,
terrifying, man. Good on
you
that dad. Like you just dad instincts kick in, and you do. I mean, because that sucks. Like
yeah, that
it's
poor
one
kid.
thing to go hunting, like when you have the intention to go and
kill one of those.
kill one of
some-
those things or a deer or whatever it is. Like I was a big hunter in my
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
you know. It's one thing to have the intention and like understand why you're doing it and you're going to harvest it for food and whatever.
what have you.
It's a whole nother thing when you're doing it in a situation where you're trying to protect your family or yourself
Yeah,
and have to do it with your bare hands. That's insane.
good for him. Badass.
Yeah.
Good job, Dad.
To buy that
Cheers
guy
to
a
you.
drink.
Cheers.
Yeah, hold on, let me cheers him.
Jeez, dude.
I know.
It's Thursday or something.
I think.
Whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I would have to say that I would have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Brutally, just and it doesn't sound humane and nice, but if that thing attacked my child,
Yeah,
I would
what do you-
I'd rip that thing to fucking pieces.
Right, exactly.
So sorry for anybody that offends.
Anything that
Anything.
It
Anybody.
threatens
Anything.
my
that-
family.
Exactly. It's a helpless child. So
yeah,
that's scary.
it's crazy, man.
So think about that when you have your kids playing in the backyard.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, shit.
I think about it. I mean, like you said, we've seen coyotes right
All over
around
the
my
place.
neighborhood.
All
like
over the place.
Your
They're
neighborhood, whatever. Yeah.
Oh God.
We had a bear sighting in my neighborhood a couple years ago.
Black bear?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was just a little guy. That means mom's
where's
around
Mama?
somewhere.
Mom will rip your face off.
Yeah. It was in my
Those are-
neighbor's yard, actually. They have
Seriously?
pictures of him on my neighbor's bird feeder.
Hmm.
I remember there was like we have like a Facebook group
Mhm.
for our neighborhood. And
Is it like that neighborhood app, or is it like
no, it's
actually
just on Facebook. And there was like a post like, hey, you know, there's been a black bear, and people were sharing their pictures or whatever. And I thought it'd be funny. Gibbs was like
put him in
a
Winnie
year
the
and a
Pooh
half.
outfit?
So but I put him in the window, and he had binoculars. He had just gotten like a set of like toy binoculars
Yeah.
or whatever. So I like did a pictures like Gibbs is out looking for the bear or whatever, and people are like, keep your kid inside. I'm like, he's inside.
It's fine. I'm watching him. yeah, just don't. You know what? Don't go outside ever. Again, because there's
Yeah.
a bear in the neighborhood.
Right.
I'm sure it was taken care of. Whatever.
Harry, I took care of it.
Yeah. The Rockies. Okay, there's another thing I was gonna say. You're talking about what you just quoted there, Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
I was thinking about the glove scene.
Mm.
Gloves for kids. So my kids were playing out in the snow the other day.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how your kids are with their gloves.
Sorry, my kids call them glubs.
Oh, gloves. Your kids are with their gloves. When they put them on, first of all, you have the regular gloves, right?
Hold on, do you have gloves or mittens?
So I give them mittens,
Okay.
which is phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it was like 15 degrees the other day,
Right,
but they
right.
had to go outside.
Sure.
Sunday,
Yeah,
Sunday it snowed for
It was amazing.
9 hours straight. It was
Yeah.
great. It was this fluffy snow. It was great. And the kids wanted to go out and play. I'm like, it's harmless. They'll go out there for a little while, and then we'll take them inside. So I'm shoveling the driveway. My fingers feel like
Yep.
they're going to break off.
Yep.
They got their mittens on, and I look over. Ben's yelling. I look over at him. He's just holding his mitten in one hand, and his bare hand is in the snow. I'm like, no! So I run over
What
there.
was he
grab him.
doing? Just playing,
Well,
or-
it fell off.
Oh,
So he
oh.
was pissed off, and he
Yeah.
wasn't upset. Like I mean,
Right.
he wasn't really upset, but he was just like, hello.
Yeah.
So I go over there and I I take him in the house, and I'm like, okay, we got to put your mitten back on. I
Mhm.
grab his hand. His hand is hot. Because the mittens are like,
yeah, right.
they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
So mittens are phenomenal for the kids because it keeps their hands warm as opposed to the regular
Sure.
gloves, which are a pain in the ass to put on the kids.
Yes.
So get a good pair of mittens.
Yeah, mittens are
with
great.
the Velcro. Strap those sons of bitches on
Yeah,
tight.
we have the ones that are like elastic around the wrist.
Yeah, yeah.
And those work all right. The Velcro's probably better,
Velcro's
though.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
So what we did was...
Although your kids came off and mine didn't. So.
Yeah, so that's awkward. But Ben... So we got Ben these new gloves, mittens, and they actually do not have a thumb hole.
Really?
So they just fit
Just
over
one?
his hand.
Oh.
And then... So we'll see how that goes. They just came. Amazon.
Mm.
Which one?
I was gonna say it. They just came.
You could have, and you don't have to get so
Yeah, I was
nervous
just
about it.
doing
That's what she said.
I get
You're
I get
allowed to
nervous
touch
when
them.
I hit the button.
That's what she
I was gonna
said.
say you can push my buttons. All right. So yeah, that's it. Outside playing, that was
Yeah.
nice. But well, now it's like
We finally got some snow.
we did. It
and
was
it wasn't
nice.
just like rain and freezing.
It was. Oh, which I could promote this whole thing too. So there's the snow was not good for building snowman.
No. Good for snow angels.
Very good for snow angels. They're really light, fluffy snow. So
Yeah.
what we I think it was my brother bought Sam a snowman mold.
Uh-huh.
So what it is 2 pieces of plastic. You stick them together, and it's in the shape of a little snowman. It's about this big.
Okay.
And you slide up the little things on the side. It locks it shut. And what you do is you put the snow in it. I was actually able to make a phenomenal snowman. But you had to jam. You had to pack
Oh, you had to
it.
pack it in
pack
real
it, pack
good.
it, pack it. And then it made a perfect snowman.
That's cool.
So that toy, if you could find that, is phenomenal. I'll show it.
Nice.
Post it.
Yeah.
It's it was great because Sam was hell bent on making a snowman.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this is not the
I
is not
know.
the snow fort, buddy.
Gibbs
It's not
kept-
gonna work.
He's like, dude, make me snowballs. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's like, snowball fight. I'm like, we can't.
can't.
We can't. I mean,
I'm like, if I make this snowball, it's gonna be packed so tight that it's actually gonna hurt.
it's gonna hurt. And that's what we did. We made we got buckets out. We were
Yep.
jamming them. I mean, it took half the snow out of the backyard
Right.
just to pack the bucket.
Right.
So that was fun. Which leads me to my next point.
Mm. That was nice.
Thank you. All good. Sorry, I'm
That's what
just
she
all
said.
over this button tonight. The wintertime around here, it's shitty, it's snowy.
Yeah.
Activities for kids. I'm thinking about it. I'm a snowboarder. I love to snowboard. Liz likes to ski. Thinking about getting Sam into snowboarding.
That's a good idea.
I think it might be cool. My sister lives in Denver,
Right.
and her son started skiing / snowboarding when he was like 4.
Really?
And he's phenomenal. He loves it.
I've never been.
Yeah, well, I recommend you do it.
I mean, like, I remember I had like not a real snowboard, but like
I know what you're talking about, the ones you just
Yeah.
like slide your feet
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
and use that on the hill.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you remember the hill.
Oh, I remember the hill.
So when we were growing up, so I was probably like, I don't know, 13 or something
Yeah.
like that. But that's the only time I've ever even tried.
I didn't start snowboarding until I was in my 20s,
Right.
and it was the most frustrating thing you could ever try to pick up
Yeah.
because you fall
Right.
a million times. You can't
Yeah.
even make it down the hill. It's just
Right.
miserable. But once you figure it out, it's good. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I always say it's one of the best feeling things you could ever do.
Slow down there, buddy.
I know.
No,
One of
that's
the
cool.
best.
I think that's a great idea. I mean,
it's awesome, man. It's so
here's
much
the
fun.
thing: in the wintertime, it is so easy to get caught in the trap of just like,
Sitting.
oh, we'll just watch a movie or we'll play another board game, or
There's
you're
just
just
so
stuck
much-
inside.
It's miserable. And not to mention though, like, so we got our first big snow.
Mm-hmm.
It's on January 20th, 19th, whatever.
Yeah.
It never snows on Christmas anymore.
Right.
We're usually like in the we get like 50s, and
Right.
you know, it's just rainy.
Yeah, but it'll snow in freaking May now.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So I think it was last June. It was in the 60s, raining.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of
I
June.
remember that,
June was
yeah.
miserable. It wasn't even summer till July
Yeah.
this year.
I know.
So yeah, but yeah, you definitely get caught doing a lot of indoor shit that's just
Right.
repetitive. And there's a lot of places to go.
Yeah.
It's just tough to get out of the house sometimes. And
We got Gibbs back into swimming lessons.
oh yeah,
So
I saw that.
That's once a week. Tell you what, this place is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we'll give him a shout out. Goldfish
goldfish.
Swim School.
There's a lot of them. I looked it
Yeah.
up today.
I'm like ridiculously impressed with how they run it.
So how does it go? So I know it's what's the age?
I mean, they do like little guys
Okay.
to where it's like mom and me or dad, and parent and like whatever.
But
where you're
then Gibson's
in
in the
pool
one
with them.
without.
Yeah, once
the
they're 3, I think, it's just instructor only. So here's the things that I like. Number one, it's a completely private pool, so there's no like, there's not like half the pool is used for like open swim or anything like that.
Laps and all that crap.
So it's just like short lanes. They do the lanes the opposite ways. So it's just like short lanes where there's 5 lanes, I think. So there's 5 classes going on at a time.
Okay.
And there's different age groups. So like in his class, there's only 4 kids in his class.
Okay.
And there's 2 instructors for those 4 kids. There's a lot of attention on those
That's
kids.
good though. I like that.
And I like they don't use floaties at all.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but none of the kids were using them. I didn't see anywhere in the whole pool that there was floaties.
Okay.
But it's really nice. Like like I said, the 2 instructors to 4 kids is amazing. So they're doing stuff.
So it's a small class.
Yeah, because it's only a half hour long.
That's
right,
perfect,
and that's
though.
what all the swim lessons are.
And that's
But
what
the
should
ones that we
be-
used to do before, there was like 12 or 13 kids in the class with 1 instructor.
Yeah.
You can only do so much. Like we're
Still
not
have to pay attention,
instructors.
but yeah, exactly. We're just sitting there holding them.
Right.
And it's so that's good though. There's a lot of attention on them.
And I think for the little ones, that's fine because it's just being familiar with the water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But once they're 3, like, okay, it's time to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
So then what's nice is you are in a completely different room. Like there's glass and you can see, but so like, how you're in a pool and it's like super hot and humid.
Yeah.
So on the other side of the glass, it's just wonderful.
Dude, I remember sitting there at the classes we went to.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh yeah, it's just miserable.
Like if Liz was in the
because it's
pool.
winter, so
Yeah.
you have like boots on, you have a coat
you go in
on,
there
and
and
stuff
it's
like that.
100 degrees in there. And it's humid. Ugh.
So this was really nice. And then for the last 5 minutes of class, they come out and say, "All right, parents, come on," and your kid gets to tell you and like repeat back what they learned for that day.
Okay.
So he was doing his like little back float and his keeping his belly up and his head back, and it was awesome.
That's cool.
And then when they're done, they have showers, like this whole like shower thing, so you can rinse all the chlorine off and like soaps provided and stuff like that.
Get the tubby out of the way.
Right.
Just get them home.
Dude, we just bring pajamas.
Oh, it's so good.
So then once they get they shower off and shower and everything, and then there's changing rooms. We just changed him into his pajamas and we left.
Jackpot.
It was
20
really
minute ride
really
and
nice.
fall asleep on the way home.
Yeah, I didn't fall asleep,
But still, he's getting comfortable.
yeah,
And then you're ready for bed.
right. It was actually really really nice.
Okay. Well, I've never heard of that place until today.
Yeah,
Because I saw that Snapchat you guys went.
right.
So it looks awesome.
It was my first. So Chelsea took him last week. I took him this week. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Okay. Well, that's good to know because I'm trying to figure out a gym membership now. And I'm thinking, and I know you have something to say about this, the why.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking of like a family membership to where I could go to the gym and then say it's after hours when I have the kids and everything.
Right.
They have childcare.
They
So I
do.
can work out and stuff like that. They have different activities. But I know you said you had possibly an issue with their swim class.
So here's the only thing that I would say. I have a one of our teachers at the daycare. She takes her daughter to the Y, so they have a membership and everything. So her big complaint is that her daughter's been in it for like 12 weeks and basically hasn't learned a thing.
Really?
Because again,
Is it his
it's
big
like
class?
12 kids, 1 instructor. So if you already have a membership, I think it's like $20 or something
Yeah, I
like
looked
that.
it
So
up
that's
today.
not bad at all. If you're going to use the rest of your membership.
If you're using it, yeah.
Like her big complaint is, I only got this just to do swim classes.
Okay.
And so it's just as expensive as going to Goldfish or somewhere else. You know what I mean?
So what's
I think it's $88 a month.
okay. That's not bad.
No, I mean, it's, look, I don't know.
With anything that you do.
I feel like any activity that you do is going to be somewhere between like $60 and
Dude,
$90.
what did karate come out to for us to?
It's going to be like $140 a month or something like that.
So that's
And we just decided not to do it. They just weren't ready to do it.
no, because I mean, when they were doing that, they were what, 3 and 4?
I don't think Gibbs wasn't 4 yet.
Okay, so they're both 3.
Yeah.
Their attention
It was this
to
time
was-
last year.
Yeah,
It was the
that's
winter
right.
time.
Yeah, so it was fun. It was cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they were ready for that yet.
Well, and the introductory class was cheap, right?
It was. That's why it was so
You got to learn,
awesome.
and it's a good
you ease them into it, and it is awesome. And I mean, I would definitely like to revisit that. And
right.
Somewhere
the thing with that, it was more expensive, but you could also go 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You were probably getting more.
Where were you going? What were you doing? Like Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that, or Mondays and Thursdays. So it was good. I definitely would like to do that again. There's so many activities. Like so much room for activities. But I was looking at the why, and I'm like, okay, well, if I do the membership for the family, so that's Liz and I, and then the kids. They offer all kinds of different stuff, but
listen, I think
you have to pay for it separately, though.
Right.
So you on top.
I think if you're going to use the membership, it can be worth it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, right
especially
now
your guys' Y is close.
Yeah. It's
so there's
right next door.
no, like I don't have one that's that close.
Yeah.
And yours is brand new.
Mm-hmm.
The one that we do have is pretty old. And
here's the thing that I worry about though with the brand new Y is how popular it probably is right now, and it's probably extremely packed. And right now, I go to the gym before work. I go to Planet Fitness. It's $10 a month.
Right.
And I go before work. It's nice and quiet when I go in. Even with the rush of the New Year's resolution people.
Really? Still been pretty good?
Still been pretty good. So, but man, that's a genius idea
it's
they
the
did out there.
best.
So you're paying $10 a month. So if you're not going...
Yeah, you're not even going to...
That comes out, you're like, $10, whatever.
I'll make sure I call next week. And then you just never do.
Yeah, I'll get to it. No, you're not.
You know what I always
said
said with Planet Fitness? I mean, that's their business model too. I mean, it's genius.
The whole thing they have going there, it's like you're welcome. Like you're accepted.
Right.
It's the whole PC thing. It's like, which is fine. That's great, and people feel comfortable there. That's awesome.
What I would want to see is something get organized to where every single person that's signed up at Planet Fitness go at the same time.
To see what that membership's like.
See what would happen.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Because there's no way. I mean, they sell more memberships than they could have in the place at once.
Absolutely.
So
there's no chance. I mean, I go in the evening sometimes, and it's packed.
Really?
But not to where like the people that signed up, are all there. I mean, like I said, like you know how it goes. New Year's comes around.
Right.
New year, new me. And that place is insane.
Right.
And then you get a month into it just dies.
Yeah.
It's back to normal. It's the same old people all over again. So
speaking of New Year, New Me, we have a little little dad challenge going on.
We do.
How are you doing with that?
I'm working out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm eating.
I work out.
Yeah. I don't cry, I work out. You're crying. I'm working out, but I am not dieting.
At all?
Here's why.
I mean, you could say no.
I'm not.
It's okay.
Here's why. I'm going to Denver. Jesus, man, I get this. I'm stuck in my head. I'm going to Arizona next week.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not going to eat healthy when I'm there. We're going to be going out to eat. We're going to be eating bad food the entire time. So why
I've
get
got
started?
it all lined up,
dude? Why would I? I mean, you for your diet?
No. For
food wise,
for amazing food.
I'm not going to start a diet and then have it ruined a few weeks into it.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is, how long does this go? 12 weeks?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rally after it.
All right.
So then after
that's a bold
done,
strategy, Cotton.
it is bold, but I think I could do it.
See how it plays out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out at the end. You guys will see it.
Yeah.
I think that when I get back, I'm just gonna rally. I'm just gonna go straight keto style.
There you go.
No carbs.
See, you're good at that too, though. I've seen you do it before.
Until you get.
I typically
P&Ps.
ruin it for you.
Yeah, we're getting pizza. Sweet, dude. Well, I'm not gonna eat it. I'll just eat the cheese. And next thing you know, I eat half the pizza and a sub, and I'm like, okay, well, that's ruined. Thanks, man. You've ruined several diets.
I know.
Because of P&Ps.
So good.
Can't not eat
Right.
it.
Right.
You know what? I'll say this. It's such thin crust.
Yeah.
It's not even a big deal.
No. It's probably fine.
Then I see a commercial for McDonald's, 2 for $5 going. I'm like,
just have it one day.
I can get a Big Mac and a quarter pounder for $5. Obviously.
That's what's so hard about the diet part, man.
I drive by, on my way home, I drive past 5 different fast food restaurants, B-dubs, every sub restaurant you could think of.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
you do have a lot of good food options by you.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. So yeah, I think I'll rally after Arizona. I think I'm gonna go. I'll get my share of eating in there, and then it's go time. But as far as working out goes,
that's good.
I'm ready to go. I'm doing it.
We got a nice gym at the resort. I don't know how much we'll use it. but I've used it before.
We did a challenge last spring.
Yeah,
with the barber and the brain.
that's right.
That was
We
all
won.
bullshit, by the way. Yeah. Well, they were
Yeah, whatever.
whining about it. I was in freaking Vegas, and they're
Yeah,
bitching about me not weighing in. I'm like, dude, I'm in Vegas.
yeah.
I don't have time for that. I mean, I ended up doing it, but anyway. That being said, I did use the gym at the Flamingo.
Did you?
Yeah. Maybe I was drinking beforehand, but I still got some working out in there, and I'm prepared for this one. We have a good group of guys doing it, and I think everybody's pretty motivated.
I was gonna say that's what's really cool is just see everyone kind of like motivating each other.
Yeah, it helps.
It's been a lot of fun.
It really helps to get you going because it's
Yeah.
like, okay, you have some extra push,
Right.
And you know how
Listen,
it is.
at the end of the
hard to
day-
get going, man. It's hard to get something started.
There's not like big money on the line. What it is we're just trying to make sure that we're making some better choices. I mean, we all said why, right? And most of it is like keep up with your kids and,
I just want to live a healthier
yeah.
lifestyle for myself, like you said, to keep up with the kids,
Yeah.
and just to, all in all, just to be here.
Yeah, right,
I mean,
right.
you could fall into the
I feel-
trap of being
dude,
unhealthy and doing dumb shit. And
So, right, you really can't. I mean, I did. I do all the
it's easy.
time.
It happens. You get into a good
I'll say
routine,
this.
and then you fall back into
Right.
it.
I actually started getting back into a routine like November, early December, I think. And dude, I feel so much better. And like
The
I
energy's
haven't
there.
dieted hard either. Like I'm doing a little bit better, I'd say, for like morning and lunchtime.
Yeah.
But dinners really haven't changed.
Dinner's tough, man. I mean, once you get the kids picked up, and then it's like, okay, well, we're out. Like last night, Wednesday is my family night.
Right.
Meet up with my brothers, my dad, typically my grandma. We go to her house, but wintertime we try to keep a little bit of distance because we don't want her to get sick with the kids around and everything. So I've been going to the roll house. But I'm like, we're eating out.
Right.
Almost every Wednesday.
Right.
Last night I didn't eat what they were eating. I got them Chick-fil-A and I was waited till I got home. So good.
Chick-fil-A. Sounds really good right
Get the
now.
curbside pickup.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and convenient. That place is insane.
Oh, yeah.
They have 2 curbside pickup parking spots.
And so fast.
it's amazing.
they're
But you
amazing.
can't get into those spots though.
No.
I'm like hiding around the building waiting.
Right.
But no, it's awesome. That food is phenomenal. I love that place. Kids love it. Every time I pick up Sam on a Wednesday, it's like he knows that he goes, chicken barbecue and French fries and fruit. I'm like, yeah, we'll get that, man. We'll get it.
That's awesome.
That's so good. So yeah, so that's our winter activities going on, trying to get into shape.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Feeling
think
good.
it's good. We'll see. Dude, so just last thing on that is, so like you said, rally after Scottsdale. The problem is that for me, 2 weeks after we get back, I'm going to Miami.
I'm sure you'll eat nothing but healthy food there.
Right.
Let's get a bunch of fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that. Miami. Jeez. Yeah, I got nothing going on, so I'm good until
And then
Disney.
I think right around the end of the competition is Disney, so, which is crazy. It's that close.
Dude, thinking about Arizona, I thought that was forever ago.
I know.
We got our flights back in what, September or something?
Yeah, it was like September. Yeah.
And it's next
It's
week.
here.
Time flies,
Yeah.
which is So with the kids, man, the time going by so fast. I was telling Liz tonight before I left, I'm like, just watching them play tonight. Like they're playing with their Legos, they're having fun.
Right.
And they're like, hey, Dad, this is the thing that always gets me. Like, you're busy. You're always busy. You know what I mean? When you got the kids playing, and they're like, and Sam yells from the other room, Daddy, can you come play with me? I'm like, I'm not gonna pass that up. Like, when you say that, and it's like, think about that time of them wanting you to spend time with them and play with them and everything.
I know.
And it's gonna go by fast, man.
I know.
And it's sickening because it doesn't seem like it right now, but shit, 4 years
Flew by. Yep.
nothing.
Yeah, I know.
So it only goes faster. Every year goes faster. Every day goes faster.
You know what, though? That's what I love about this podcast, though, is we have a constant reminder of that kind of stuff.
No, it does. Because, I mean, I'll
Because it
tell
can
you
be so easy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just, you don't think about it.
Not right now. I'm
busy. Just go do something else. And,
Right.
and like you said, it's a constant reminder. I feel like every time I leave a podcast, like with a guest or just us sitting down, it really makes me reflect on like what's going on.
100%.
And I go home and I'm like, okay, I need to do this more. I need to think about this more. And this is why this is gold. I think, I mean, I'm just constantly reminded of what I need to be doing as a father.
Dude, I couldn't agree more. Like it's selfishly a good like reset. Like at least once a week, we get to talk about what went on with our kids for the last week, what is going on coming up with our kids. And, you know, it's an outlet for us to bitch about stuff, but then also like come up with good ideas. Yep. And then we put those ideas into action, and hopefully the listeners are doing the same kind of thing.
Absolutely.
You know, it's so much fun.
That's what it's all about. I mean, even with our different guests that we have every week, I learn something new every week.
I know. Can you go ahead?
No,
no, you go.
I'm just saying,
no,
like, it's just, no, you go. It's awesome to be able to just take something from every guest and take it home with me and use it in my life. And it's awesome.
Dude, how many times have you called me or I called you like on the way home from a podcast and be like, dude, that was such a great idea. I can't wait to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
that was amazing.
Or like I'll text you like the Tuesday of the next week and be like, dude, what so-and-so said, like that was amazing.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I should definitely try that.
Yeah. Like we had Zach on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And, I think it came out last week, but a couple weeks ago, dude, I took a picture of my kid's room, of Gibson's room. Mm-hmm. Like, this is what it should look like when it's clean. It was such a good idea.
It's such a great dad hack.
I have to like print it out, but like I showed him on my phone. I'm like, all right, it's time to clean your room.
Yeah. And this is what
Here's what it should look like.
Yeah.
Remember, we agreed that this was clean, you know?
It's awesome.
And
it's so good.
It wasn't perfect, but you know,
but you know what?
It was better. It was better than what he usually says it's done.
It's just amazing how that, especially with Gibson and Sam at this age, what they pick up and what they figure out. And like, I'll just give an example of playing with Legos, for example. Mm-hmm. Sam loves his Legos.
Yeah.
He likes them to be intact at all times. But what he's actually started doing recently in the past week was completely pulling everything apart and then putting it back together.
That's cool.
To get it back the way it was. And I'm watching him do it. Like before, he couldn't put the pieces together. You know, and he's getting frustrated. And he's like, I can't do it, Dad. Do it for me.
Yeah.
And now he's on his own doing it. And he's rebuilding it back to the way it was.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, that's pretty damn good.
That's phenomenal.
I told Liz tonight, I'm really impressed with the way he's been doing everything with the Legos, like just figuring it out. And he just figures it out, and it's great.
Dude, that's amazing.
He just figured it out, on his own.
Yeah.
So, and that's what's awesome. I love that kind of stuff. So
that's awesome, man. That's a cool, proud dad moment. I mean, to see them grasp a concept.
Yeah.
And like being able to manipulate, you know,
and
the little pieces, and
he's doing it on his own.
Build something from, like, even if it's not perfect, like in his mind, this is what it's supposed to look like, and that's all that matters.
And he's yelling. He'll be like, "Hey, Dad, look, I put it back together." And he's like, "Look," he shows me. I'm like, "Holy shit!"
He gets so proud.
I'm like,
and they should be.
He should be.
Yeah.
But he is, and it's like that is just like that moment.
It's amazing.
Is magical. It's so awesome. But like to look at it and be like, "Holy shit! You actually put that back together the way it was supposed to be." That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. So that's
fantastic.
Cool. So yeah, proud dad moment. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's awesome.
So
good for you, Sammy.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
I love that.
So yeah, Legos are great. I'm having fun with the Legos.
Good. Yeah.
Which we've been bribing him with because, as you know, the pacifier has been a thing of his addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't use it at all now.
Oh, good.
But what I've been bribing him with is new Lego characters.
Nice.
And so he's got like 5 new ones because every night that he doesn't, which backfired on me the other night. I put one on his dresser because I'm like, okay, well, when you wake up, you're gonna have your new character. Well, he woke up at 3, and before I went to bed, I'm like, I built the new thing, and I put the new guy on his dresser, and he woke up and he comes into our room at 3. And he's like, Mom, look what Dad got me. And he's like just standing in our bed. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, you got to go back to bed. I'm like, it's 3. He was up till 5:30 playing with his Legos.
Man.
Yeah.
He was so excited.
So excited. So dad hack.
Maybe wait till the morning.
Wait till the morning. Yeah. Not even hack, just advice.
Yeah.
Don't give him don't try to surprise him in the middle of the night.
Right.
Just because I'm like, okay, I might forget in the morning. I'll just take care of it now. No, don't do it. So that happened. Yeah. But it's
good,
a lot of fun.
Dad hack. Gotta get one in there.
Damn right.
No, I like that. That's a good reward system too, because again, like Legos are great.
Oh,
I've been trying to get Gibbs to play with them, and like, I need to be better about forcing him to build them. Like I tried, and I think part of it was I would get frustrated when he wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And I got to be better about like, hey, whatever he wants to create, because that's the whole point, right? Create your own thing.
Absolutely. I mean, I know they come in the kits and everything.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be that way. But for them to go and build their own thing.
Right. Well, the problem though is that like he'll want to build it the right way. He wants it to look like the picture. So then he'll ask for help, and I'm like, no, buddy, you got to do it. Like here's the next step. Let's follow the directions, and this is what this piece looks like. And then he does it, even though he's looking at it, he does it wrong, which is totally fine.
And you're like, nope. I get it. Because I've done the same thing.
I got to be better about that.
Well, I mean, on Christmas, I built everything on my own. I'd be like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, which was fine. And then, but his problem at first was Sam's a perfectionist when it comes to things. So it has to stay together. Well, the problem with Legos is if you bump them, they're falling apart.
Yeah. And see, that's how I am.
Like he cannot
I'm kind of a perfectionist with that kind of stuff. Like I want it to be
that way.
Like if I'm missing a piece, I'm pissed off.
Dude,
I can't imagine Sam because he's the same. He's
the
just
same
like
way.
me.
The other day we were leaving daycare and he had to take his. So the one character from Lego Movie 2 has like a banana. Okay, he's got like this. It's literally a Lego banana.
Okay,
it's like this big, and on the top of it there's a piece this big, and it's the stem. Well, walking out of daycare, at some point from in daycare to the car, when I got him in a seat, that piece popped off, and he knew it.
Lost his mind.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'm never finding this piece. And I'm like looking around the parking lot. I'm like, okay, let me see that real quick. So I pop off. There's another piece that's similar to it on the bottom of the banana. Pop that off, and I push it on the top. I'm like, here you go, buddy. He goes, no. He's like, that's not it. I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, I'm never finding this thing. It's it's a brown piece this big. It's 5:30 at night. It's dark. I'm like, I'm never finding it. I found it sitting inside of his bag.
Really?
Within 2 minutes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Almost luck because
so lucky. Oh yeah.
I mean, he's ridiculous when it comes to that. It has to be perfect.
See, Gibson's not like that. It makes me so. Just because he doesn't think like me.
No,
and it's not a bad thing at all.
Because Sam doesn't think like me.
Right.
Like, I'm like, okay, whatever, no big deal. But he's like, no, it is a big deal.
That's how Gibbs is.
Yeah,
he's like, no big deal.
Like,
he actually tells me that all the time. He goes, Dad, it's no big deal.
Mother.
What?
See,
it's a huge deal.
Yes, Gibson's like me, Sam's like you, and it's like, it is weird. We have some questions. Talk about that later. But yeah, it's funny though because when you guys were at our house, Gibson was playing with the Legos.
Yeah,
and like I said, Sam's there has to be.
Oh yeah, I bet
when
Sam
you guys
was
left,
losing his mind.
I had to go back down in the basement and put everything back together, and it was just Gibson's down there. He's like biting the pieces off and moving. He's just he took everything. He's just disassembled everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, and that's what he wanted to do. That's fine.
Right.
Sam wasn't upset about it. I just went down there and fixed him because I knew that the next day would be like.
That's smart. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, man, kids are funny. It's weird.
But you're right. Though. Like I said, you got to take a step back when you think about like small, stupid things like that.
Right.
And something I've gotten from this podcast, from other people, is like when you're in that moment, think to yourself, is it really worth it?
Right.
For me to get pissed off about something like this?
Right. No, it's 100% correct.
You do not always catch yourself in that moment. I always feel like when I do catch myself, it's too late. I've already reacted.
Yeah, you're reflecting instead of just like in the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
I need to catch myself in the moment to be like, chill the hell out, man.
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's tough, man.
Who cares?
I do it all the time. It's tough.
And I think that's everybody, and I don't think anybody should feel terrible about it. I mean, it's good to recognize it, but we're all human, and we're all super busy. We have a lot of things going on in our lives, and I think it's good to at some point realize what you're doing and then know for the future that, okay, I need to act this way instead.
Well, look, man, parenting's hard, right? And like we posted that article the other day about it's today actually, how like studies show that dads are so much more involved, and that's fantastic to finally see some like data out there that says like, hey, here's not that we need recognition, but like, hey, here's some proof that like, now it's like 40% of dads are more involved than their fathers were.
Yeah.
And like my dad was involved, but
absolutely,
in a different way. You know what I mean? Like it was very different.
It was a different time, I feel like.
Yeah.
And, like our dads are all awesome.
Yeah.
And they're very,
100%.
like you said, very much involved. But I feel like as anything goes, with time, things change.
Yeah.
And and I think in the positive for dads, I think it's a lot we seem to be a lot more involved.
Right.
I guess like more. I don't want to say
It's
nurturing.
the early years.
I don't want to say
it's nurturing. I mean,
and I'm not
I
trying to
think that's okay.
Credit anybody before us.
Right.
At
No,
all.
not
because
at all.
like I said, we don't know. See, those are the things that we just maybe never recognized ourselves.
Right.
And maybe it was never brought to light like this article.
You're right. You're right. Well, but I think that's like shows that this podcast thing that we decided to do was, hey, we want to be involved in our kids' lives. Sure. Part of that is our wives. Like, you know, it's just different set of expectations for what parenting is. And I think for the better.
Absolutely.
Because I love hanging out with my kids, you know, even when they were little babies, like changing diapers and stuff like that. Like, I remember that. And like, it was great. Like, you know, no one wants to go change a shitty diaper, but at the same time,
here's the thing.
It's part of your job, right?
You ever
like,
hear like someone say, I've never changed a diaper?
Dude, that was my dad. And I love my dad. My dad
never changed a diaper. And
my dad
like
still is. He's an amazing father.
Yeah.
But I mean, he'll tell you. I mean, he told us on the podcast. He's like, I didn't change the diaper for like 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, I just figure
Just
like
amazing.
Here's the problem with that. I could never not change the diaper.
We didn't have a choice, right?
Like, yeah, I'm home by myself.
But think about it though, like 30, 40 years ago, like
it was just,
Liz wouldn't have.
She wouldn't be doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
She would.
She wouldn't have had the opportunity to do it because it just wasn't the norm.
But
you know, whatever.
The support system on both ends is there. I do what I have to do, and she does what she has to do.
But how much better is it that, like, I mean, think of it this way too, like and this is like a selfish reason, but like the fact that we try and split everything as much as we can, and it's not even about a competition. It's more just about like what needs to get done. Okay, we're gonna do it. Like we're a team.
But
we're
you're
gonna do
conscious
it.
of it, then that you know that okay, I need to do this.
Right.
She's doing that. I need to pick up on my end and do just as much.
And we do that like together, right? As a you know your wife or whatever, and it makes it so much easier. And I guess easier is the word, but like when we want to do stuff like, hey, we're going to go do a podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to go do whatever. Like
I'll pick up the slack and then.
Right.
And vice
or
versa,
she wants to go do this or that. Like she's going dress shopping this weekend with her sister.
Girls'
like,
night out. So
you know, whatever.
Cool.
Like no problem. Like we don't even have to like.
There's no competition. There's no. I mean, it's just like even.
That's the way it should be.
It makes life so much easier to have it as a team.
Right.
To be like, okay, well, she's going out. Cool. I'll stay home and do this.
And I almost hate even talking about it because it makes it sound like we're doing something special because we're not.
No, we're just doing
what a parent should do.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's my job, but it is our job.
It
is. And it works, and I'm fine with it.
And that's not to say that like the previous generation wasn't doing it right, because at that time that wasn't their, like, that's not what people did.
Yeah.
And I think that we learn as a society, and like we're here at this point, and it's amazing. And I hope that it continues to get to that point where, you know, just being a dad is more involved than, you know,
just being
a sperm donor and waiting until they're like 7 or 8 and in sports.
Now I'm ready. Tag me in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, it's good shit, man. I like that.
I thought that was cool to see a little bit of like research-based stuff on there and seeing how much kids are better off, like socially, emotionally, and, you know, educationally and everything
When
else.
it all comes down to it, a father figure is very important in a child's life.
Sure.
I mean,
and we know that.
Oh, for sure.
So that's why we're doing this. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah. I like it. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah. All right. What else you got? Anything?
I feel like we covered a lot.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
We did.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it this way. We got a trip coming up next week.
Yep.
And
we'll do some stuff for the podcast next week.
We will. So keep an eye out for that. And, you know, the usual. Yeah. Follow us on everything.
Yeah. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the YouTube.
Everything on the interwebs.
Yeah.
All your favorite podcasts, whatever you might use.
Podchaser.
Yeah. Check that out.
That one's getting kind of cool.
It is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Check that
out.
out.
A lot of good stuff on that. But yeah, in the meantime, let us know what you think about the new hats.
Yes.
I
was gonna say
we're working.
I'm not wearing my shirt, though.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
We're not
actually.
both. We're not doing it.
We got to get this website up.
Yeah, we'll be
Start
doing that
selling
soon.
some of our merch.
We'll be doing that. We'll get some shirts on there. And, just the usual, though. Get a hold of us. Drop us some comments.
Tag a dad or
guess-
send it to a dad that needs to come on our show. We've actually got like quite a few guests lined up.
And even if you want to come on, get a hold of us. You know where to find us.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Come hang out with us. Have a good time. In the meantime, we're going to go have some fun in the sun.
Can't wait.
And you'll be hearing a lot from us. And
we'll keep you posted.
probably getting annoyed, but that's cool.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
All right. Cool. Thanks, man.
All right, guys.
Good episode. We will do a little.
We'll do a little cheers. We got a little bit left.
There you go. Yeah, me too. That is episode 35 of the Talking Dads. Thank you so much, and raise good humans.
Always. Catch you next time. Hey, guys, if you love what you just heard or watched, and we know you did, do us a solid and hit that thumbs up. Share with your friends and throw us a comment, literally about anything. Your support legit keeps us going. Oh, and don't forget to give us that 5-star rating. We really appreciate you.